And I do understand the fear, you know, because this is something, it's not a broken leg, or it's not like diabetes, which we know about. This is something like in the brain, and everyone thinks any illness that involves the mind, it's you're a crazy person, you know. But what I usually advise people is that, first of all, when you suspect that you have a mental illness, seek help early. Now, I mentioned earlier that I was diagnosed in 2015, but I later got to find out that I'd actually started getting depressed in 2008. And I remember from that 2008, I used to be like, what has changed in me? There's just something that has changed. I don't know what it is. I no longer have confidence, low self-esteem, you know, all those things. So you see, from 2008 to 2015, that was a very long time. And then for me now, my body crashed. Like I just went crash, body crash, mind crash. I did not know what was going on. And based on that experience, I always encourage people, as soon as you suspect you have this thing, please go and seek help. Yeah? Because the first thing is, you'll go and see a therapist, and the therapist will tell you, yes, you have depression. But since it's on the early stages, like maybe you're just mildly depressed, all you need is therapy. Yeah, for some time, and then you'll be good. But now you see, the longer you wait, the worse you're getting. You're just getting worse, getting worse. So it will get to a point now, you'll have to have the therapy and you'll have to have medication. Then you'll find that there are some people who, so mental health medications are also very interesting. It's not like going in and getting, oh, I have tonsils, so I'll be given an Augmentin or Amoxil. You'll go in and you're given maybe 1, 2, 3 drugs with different dosages. Then you will come back and see me after 2 weeks. Then after those 2 weeks, if there has not been any change, maybe they increase dosage, reduce, add another drug. So I always tell my doctor that you people, you psychiatrists, just do trial and error. It's just trial and error, you know. Because like now for me, in my case, it took 6 months for us to finally get stable. So very important, seek help early. That's number one. Therapy is very important. And in fact, they normally say, go for therapy twice a year. We all have a lot that goes on in our lives, you know, but we take them out through the wrong channels. Therapy is not scary. It's just that they have sat here, you've sat here. The only difference is that I'll come and tell you about probably an issue that's disturbing me. Then you'll be asking me leading questions. So why do you think that this is? So why do you think, so you know, people think that when you ask, so you know, people here, you can. So people normally think when you go to a therapist, they will tell you, do 1, 2, 3. No, usually the solutions I've found for myself come from myself, and of course now she adds them. So there's a therapy aspect, and then now there's the medication. So based on the fact that I was diagnosed very late, I'm still on medication. So I have to take anti-anxiety, antidepressants, and mood stabilizer. So that's how my treatment has been. And something also very, very important that people really need to know is that they should never take psychiatric medications over the counter. Yeah? Because you see, as I've said, you're put on this drug on 20 mg, this one on 100 mg, this one. So even if you go to the chemist, what dosage are they giving you, for how long, who's going to monitor your process and all that stuff. So yeah, I really like to encourage people, just go and seek help. Just go and sit down with someone. And I usually get this comment a lot, especially from men. Now you want me to go sit down and tell a stranger my issues. And I'm like, okay, you don't want to talk to the people in your lives. Go and talk to a stranger.
Don't cocoon yourself.
Yeah, go and talk to a stranger. They are trained to talk to you. There's a reason why they are there, you know. So just go speak to them. And it's important to remember, by the time you step out of that office, that therapist has another patient. So it's not like they're going to sit and be like, oh my God, she has it. Like they forget, because no, people think now they'll be judged. So mental health treatment, very important. The earlier you seek treatment, the better it is for you. As I said, like for me in my case, I have unfortunately not been able to hold an 8 to 5 job anymore. I've tried running business. I cannot be there 100%.